Then they changed and said, okay, let us attack the people going to do the election. And they brought out a tweet where they said the chairman of INEC said victory is sure. But he didn't say victory is sure for APC. He did not say victory is sure for PDP. He just said victory is sure. And the man said that it's manipulated. Nobody wants to hear. But for me, whether manipulated or not, he said victory is sure. He was not chairman of INEC. He was just a mere lecturer. Anybody can support anybody who wishes to. But when you are on a seat, you have to think of all the entire country and all the populace. And that's what you are doing. I want to just let you know, that it's not only in the area of revenue and taxation that you are doing well. The infrastructure in the FCT is not handled by APC. It is handled by the national chairman of a fraction,
You know, there's something very disturbing about the way political class actually talk. Akpabio casually speaks, trying to defend and end up exposing something even more intended. And I want to say, without even mixing words, that many people around Tinubu's cabinet are trying so hard to replicate Tinubu. But I want to say this, that nobody in Nigeria would ever replicate the stunt that Tinubu has pulled on Nigerians in Nigeria. If anybody was able to replicate that stunt, they would have done it in Lagos State. Because the idea that people don't understand that is that Tinubu was genuinely loved by people. People loved him because of what they felt he represents or what they've heard or was sold to them about who he is. Having said that, let me start by saying that when you reduce serious issues about the country to mere entertainment, it is a very dangerous culture. And the worst is surrounding yourself with cheerleaders. You begin to lose your ability to recognize when something is actually wrong, because everything becomes a joke. Even the truth starts to sound like comedy. And that is where the real problem is. Now, let us just take away personalities and talk about the structure. Because what happened here is not just unfortunate, it is institutionally dangerous. You have a government stepping in directly or indirectly to defend the allegation concerning an institution that is meant to be independent. The Independent National Electoral Commission is not a department under political control. It is supposed to stand above political influence. So when political figures like Godswill Akpabio begin to interpret, they begin to defend or soften allegations tied to the institution. That one alone should worry anyone who understands what political independence means. But here comes the contradiction. On one side, Amupitan has said, I'm not the one on this account. But on this other side, statements from within the political space suggest familiarity, almost an acknowledgement. But let's be clear on something. Denial itself is not proof of guilt. But in law, this is very important because when denial conflicts with surrounding testimonies, it raises the question of intent. Yes, Amupitan had the right to support anybody as a lecturer, as said by Akpabio. But when you deny something, I did not do it. It's not just about what you're saying. It's also about the reason why you're denying what you're saying. Let's take, for example, a judge presiding over a case and a video surfacing showing the same judge months earlier supporting one of the parties involved. That video is not mine, says the judge. And at that point, evidence suggests otherwise. So, the issue is no longer about the video. It becomes a question of credibility because justice does not only have to be done, it has to be seen, it has to be accepted. And this is where it becomes even more disappointing. Many of the individuals involved in shaping these narratives are lawyers, people trained in logic, people trained to uphold the integrity of the law. Yet, what we are seeing is a pattern where legal reasoning is being bent, not to clarify the truth, but to protect narratives. Now, let's be fair. Amupitan as an individual, especially in his academic past, had every right to support any political party or candidate at that time. It is not a crime. But the moment you step into a role that demands neutrality, especially the one as sensitive as overseeing election, then transparency is no longer optional. Trying to hide your past affiliation or appearing to distance yourself from them, does not even protect credibility. It erodes it. And so if a man cannot be transparent about his past, then every decision he makes in the present becomes questionable. It is a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.